If your cut crease always look patchy, uneven, or just off, you are probably making this one mistake. Let me show you how to fix it under 10 minutes. Let's get in. Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mamus Ate, a makeup artist and a YouTuber based in Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. Today I will be showing you how to do the perfect cut crease. It's also beginner friendly and this is a fast, easy step, okay? First of all, you need to know we have different type and shapes of eyes. We have the hooded eyes, the monolid eyes, the almond eyes, the round eyes, the downturn eyes, and the upturn eyes. Okay, don't worry, I will show you how to tweak this for every eye shape. There are some basic things you need to know. For hooded eyes, the lid folds over the crease, and then for monolid eyes, there are no visible crease. These are the items I'll be using for this eye tutorial. I have this brush with me that I usually use to apply eyeshadow primer. Then you need another fluffy brush. You need an eyeshadow primer and you also need an angle brush for the eyebrows. See, I am done blending one part of the eyes. It's important to use an eyeshadow primer. Prep the lid, okay? Do not skip this step. You can use an eyeshadow primer or you can use a concealer on this particular step, okay? And then you need to blend it properly. Like, you need to set lightly if you have oily lids, okay? If your base crease, your cut crease will crease too, okay? So no matter how good your blending is, you need an eyeshadow primer. When you are done blending your eyeshadow primer properly on the eyelid, then you need a transition shade. Now, that part that I am blending is called the crease. It's important that you know the shape of the eye and what each part of the eye stands for. This powder I am using is a bronzer, okay? You can use a bronzy powder or you can use a brown eyeshadow to do this step. Okay, me, I like to use a brown bronzy powder, and that's the powder that I also use to contour and nose. So an important tip for this cut crease is that you should use a transition shade that is slightly above your natural crease, especially those that have hooded eyes, and then look straight into the mirror if you are doing the makeup yourself and map where you want the crease to start out from, not where it naturally sits, okay? And then I will always advise you that you should build depth gradually using a darker shade in the outer corner of the eye plus crease, and that's what I'm doing now. And then you can blend upward, not downward, okay? Avoid packing too much products at once because it's going to make blending difficult for you. You can see that I started the base using my bronzy powder, and then when I have the base, I then went into this Annie's Brown eyeshadow palette, okay? This Annie's Brown Beauty eyeshadow palette is a must-have. It's very good. You can use it for your personal self, okay? You don't even need to be a makeup artist to have that palette because you need all the shades of brown in that palette. Next off is this Annie's Beauty eyeshadow nude eyeshadow palette. This color is the color I'm applying on the crease. As you can see, I did not apply the darker part of the eyeshadow on the eyelid, and I'm using a flat brush. As you can see, I am using a flat brush, okay? And then if you were to be doing this yourself, you will have to look straight ahead while doing this. But if somebody is doing it for you, then you need to close your eyes. But if you are doing it yourself, you do not need to close your eyes. This is how you get that clean lifted shape, okay? And then as you can see, I tap. When I take the eyeshadow from the eyeshadow palette, I tap on the face, just tap. don't drag. I just tap, I place like I'm dabbing it, and then I used one color first on the tear dot before moving to a darker bronzy shade. Okay, the color I used first is not the color I'm using now, so I'm just taking from the eyeshadow palette and I'm just tapping gently. Okay, do not drag, just make sure that you properly map out the crease, which is the eyelid. Okay, if you can map out the eyelid properly, then you are good to go with your eye crease. As you can see, I went back into my Annie's Beauty brown nude eyeshadow palette, and this is what I'm doing. I took the eyeshadow from the palette and then just tap gently. Okay, applying shimmer or matte eyeshadow on the lid, and then you use pressing motion for intensity. Okay, then make sure you want to blend the edges. As you can see, I apply this eyeshadow carefully that there are no fallouts on our skin. I notice that's the issue most people have. Most people, when applying eyeshadow, they apply it in a way that the eyeshadow mess up the eye areas, which is the area where they already have highlighted and concealed, and that will make the face, the skin, to look rough. But with proper blending method like this, the skin will be neat. Not only the skin that will be neat, okay, the eyes, the face will be looking neat. And as you can see, I was not done. I went back to my fluffy brush, took my fluffy brush, and then I started blending again. Blending is key to achieve any perfect eye crease, to achieve any perfect eye makeup application. You need to master the act of blending. As you can see, I keep going to and fro, and when blending this part, please do not open your eyes, else you are likely to make mistakes. Okay, when you're done with that, it's time for the brows. For the brows, I'm using a spoolie, a mascara wand brush to comb the brows, to tame the hairs, and then I applied a brow wax on the brows, okay, so that they are in place. This is an important step before you draw your eyebrows, especially for those of you who have lots of hair in your brows. Okay, some of us now bololo we get, so for those of you that are really hairy and you have a lot of hair on your eyebrows, please do well to always use either a brow tamer, a brow wax, or even a edge control to apply on the eyebrows first. Allow it to dry before you use either your pencil or your angle brush to draw your brows. In this video, I'll be showing you how I am using this flat angle brush from the Miracle Cosmetics to do the brows. Okay, when you are done taming the brows, what you do is you just follow the shape. As you can see, because I apply the brow tamer, our eyebrows are already properly well arranged. Okay, so I'm just going to follow that line through, you know, like I've just done, and then I'm just doing the top. Gently follow the line, gently to contain the brows. Okay, you don't need to add, you don't need to do too much, just follow the brows. I like to follow my clients' shape of brows, or my colleagues, or even myself. Okay, just carefully filling those brows. When you are done, then it's time to highlight. I always encourage people to highlight their brow bones. Okay, when you highlight the brow bone properly, it doesn't just make your brows to be properly defined, structured, and beautiful. It also makes as you can see, I'm done with applying the concealer. I went I applied eyelashes, and see how that just enhanced this cut crease. Let me know in the comment section if you will be trying out this perfect cut crease, okay? And then I went into that same eyeshadow palette, took a very dark brown and grayish color, and then applied on the lower lash line. You can see the technique I'm using. I asked the client to look upward, and then I'm blending. When I was done, I took my bronzing powder and then just blending the skin. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this look. This is the step that makes everything